finally got to see the Suicide Squad uh, tonight, and I went into the movie with a bit of negativity in my mind after seeing all the reviews. You can't take a review for heart, too hard. It's a review is an opinion. That's all it is. There's nothing. Everyone has a different taste in movies, games, music, whatever. Everyone's got a different taste. With this movie, though, I went in because most of the reviews I read about Batman versus Superman, the negativity that went along with it was actually correct. Um, it took way too long for the battles to begin. You know, um, too much. Why so many court dates? I felt like I was watching Judge Judy with Superman. It just took forever. Now, back to Suicide Squad. This movie was different in a way from other superhero movies. Whenever you get a superhero film, well, an anti-hero film with Suicide Squad, you get an origin story for every character. With this, it had origin stories, but the thing was, it didn't spend forever on them. That's one thing that I really enjoyed about this movie. Yeah, the movie was a little jumbled up at the beginning, but that doesn't mean that it was bad. It didn't spend 25 or it's been about 25-30 minutes explaining the origin stories for each character, but that's for each character. That was in all. It wasn't per character. That was what was so great about it, because some of us already know the origin stories, but then again, we want to see it in a live adaptation, but we don't want to see it screwed up. See, that's the thing with such a small window of time that they were able to make the origin stories begin for that character. They didn't have much of a window to screw it up. It was one of the biggest positives I've got to say about this movie. There's a few negatives, but we'll get into that in a minute. As for the writing for this movie, the dialogue wasn't the worst I've heard in a movie. It wasn't the worst. I really thought that Will Smith's character Deadshot was phenomenal. He was hilarious. They were all pretty good. Well written characters. Will Smith, I just think he was able to bring that dialogue to the screen in a much better way. It honestly surprised me whenever I found out Will Smith was cast. Will Smith he's a fantastic actor, but it surprised me to see him as Deadshot. I'm glad he was. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, very, very excellent actress. Not too bad to look at either. She was amazing as Harley Quinn as well. She had that disturbing, psychosis about her. She was, that's all I could say is disturbing. She was batshit crazy. No pun intended. Wow, that was a stealth pun that snuck up on me. But anyways, yeah, she was fantastic as Harley Quinn. Now let's get into the Joker. I know that's what a lot of people, were kind of excited to see after seeing Heath Ledger's groundbreaking performance as the Joker. That's what we want to see. It's Jared Leto. I went into this movie calling it Requiem for a Joker because if you've ever seen Jared Leto in Requiem for a Dream, that's his best performance in a movie of all time. He was great in Dallas Buyers Club. Don't get me wrong, he was fantastic in Dallas Buyers Club. But if you've never seen Requiem for a Dream, do that. You should really watch that. It's a dark movie, so you're probably going to listen to a lot of Radio Disney after you watch it. The Joker was an odd version in this film. He was gangster Joker, he was psychotic Joker, but a lot of times he just didn't come off as either. It's like he was in between psychotic and gangster. I mean, I couldn't really think of a way to describe him as the Joker. Maybe kind of like John DiMaggio's Joker. I don't remember which one it was from. Anyways, he had like dreads almost. This Joker did in the animated one. It was the one with John DiMaggio. He had like animated. He had dreadlocks, and it was voiced by John DiMaggio. Maybe somebody knows. Anyways, this Joker, Jared Leto's Joker, he was darker. He was a lot darker than I thought. I mean, his jokes, well, jokes. He was his. I cannot really describe this Joker. Jared Leto was good as the Joker. Let's put it like that. He was good as the Joker, but I was disappointed because I felt like he almost tried to overshadow Ledger's performance. And after hearing all the stuff that was done behind the scenes, with a dead pig carcass, I think he sent anal beads to certain cast members. I don't understand why he had to get in such character because of how little screen time he has. The screen time he does have, you're excited. You're like, oh shit, it's the Joker. And then you're like, it's the Joker. You kind of cringe. You want to see what's going to happen, how he's going to act out this next scene. With Heath Ledger's Joker, you already knew the psychosis he was in, how his psyche was, his psychological behavior was going to be. Whenever he came on screen, you shut your mouth and you watched. You were hypnotized. With this Joker, you're like, we'll see what's gonna happen. I liked him. I liked Jared Leto, and I'm not gonna bash his performance because it's the Joker. It does take a toll on every actor who's portrayed him. So, all in all, after watching Suicide Squad, I have to say, if I could do a review like a 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I really don't believe it deserves the negative reviews it's been getting. There's no need for it to be so low. I think the reviewers are just a bunch of Marvel fanboys, and I really can't understand why it's getting such bad reviews. I kind of understand the petition to get Rotten Tomatoes shut down. I mean, I even went on Roger Ebert's website, and I usually trust Roger Ebert's website a lot. And then I seen that the review for it was a 1.5 out of 4 stars. I mean, I don't know. You have to watch it. Like I said, a review is just an opinion. You have to watch it, and maybe you'll get more out of it than I did. Maybe you'll get less out of it, but hey, it's the Suicide Squad. When it's a live adaptation of a comic book character that you're gonna watch it. Even if it is screwed all to hell, you're gonna watch it. hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you like my review for it, and you've got a little information as to what you're going into, or as to what when you came out, maybe you could kind of get an idea on that as well. Maybe you agree with me on what I said. But yeah, Suicide Squad.